How's it going? How's it been? Miss you guys so much. Um, just wanted to make a video and to explain some things, go over some things, give you some updates on a lot of stuff. And yeah, first I want to start off by this. So remember, I'm making this video not as your teacher. So guess what? It means we're not restricted to certain rules. So let's get this started. How about that? That's some good. I did really good on this one. So it keeps me going, guys. Keeps me going. All right, good. Anyways, so I kind of wanted to make this video to catch up with you guys a little bit. I've been getting your emails, and while I would love to respond to them, I feel like once the school or the district like sees that I'm still on everything, they were gonna immediately like strip my access to a lot of the stuff. And so I wanted to do something like this, so that way when I upload it to YouTube, for instance, you guys would be able to comment, and we'd still be able to keep in touch like that way. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. I missed you guys. It's good to be back, actually. I want to take this time to answer some of your questions that y'all been sending me in the email, and some questions that you guys have had that I didn't really get to answer, as well as apologize for some things. So first off, is I want to apologize for the people whose letters I left at the school. I so they didn't give me a lot of time, guys, to pack up everything and get out. So I like was rushing to get everything in my car, and so a lot of stuff did get left behind. And unfortunately, that was some of your guys' letters did get behind. I left them on my desk because I was like gonna. The idea was to turn in my keys and then go in my classroom, and get the last of my things. But I ended up turning my keys and just walking out. So it was. I'm really sorry. That's my big regret. I will say that. That was a big regret of mine. I really wanted to keep your guys' letters. I have some of your guys' letters, but some of them I did leave behind, unfortunately. So I'm really sorry about that. Don't think for a second that I didn't want them, or that I didn't want them, or I didn't want to keep them. I did. I wanted to keep them so bad, and it hurt that I left them. It genuinely does. But yeah, um, how is Mr. Garcia doing? How has he been? I will say this. I've been pretty good. I've been actually, I've been. I feel a lot better mentally and physically. No longer getting the health issues that I was getting when I was at O'Banion. And so, on my health end, I'm doing a lot better. I'm currently, I know a lot of you guys were wanting to know what I was going to do afterwards. And, I'm still figuring this out. Mr. Garcia has been playing the unemployed game this whole time. And so, if you don't know what that means, don't know what that means. When you're unemployed, it means you don't have a job. Obviously, Mr. Garcia does have a job. He had a second job when he was there, and so that's where I've been working. But like, I don't have a main job, so I don't have like a job that's like giving me a lot of income. The income I'm getting right now is more or less just for me to have money to do stuff, so I don't have to tap into my money. Um, then my money for bills and stuff, which luckily I do have that quite a bit of. And so I also just wanted to let you guys know that, like, I mean, a lot of you wanted to know, and you're like, oh, I want to know what you're going to do afterwards, because I told you guys I don't want to teach anymore. And so I am applying to jobs that are in theater. I am applying to jobs that probably are going to require me to go out of state. I'm currently interviewing, fun fact, I'm actually interviewing for the city of Garland for a position over there, to essentially be like a stagehand for one of their venues. And so, for instance, if you don't know what a stagehand is, it means you weren't paying attention when I went over this. But a stagehand is someone's like who does like a little bit of everything. So lights, sound, and just anything that the venue needs. I would be the go-to person for that. So now in terms of your questions, in terms of the questions you guys have been having, I know one, guys, I can't come back, unfortunately. Like, that's just not going to happen. Again, remember, the document that I signed when I left, is I can never return to Garland ISD again, essentially. And so, because of that, there is no Mr. Garcia coming back, unfortunately. And I'm actually also applying in an interviewing process to possibly teach in Japan. That has been a goal of mine to teach abroad because I think I told you guys this, some of you at least, that like the way they do education in other places, in my opinion, is a lot better the way they do education here in the States. And so, with that being said, is I've seriously just been trying to apply and get into places that'll like let me teach abroad. I did apply to some places in Mexico, and but Japan. I applied to places, a lot of Asian countries, but yeah. So it's pretty much the kind of the goal right now is just to get a job at this point. But yeah, Mr. Garcia returning in the future, unfortunately, won't happen. Not at O'Banion, unfortunately, at least as a teaching capacity. And then there's also some of you. I want to address this comment that I got from one of your emails. And you know what's so funny is like I've never understood because you one of you made this comment and then I got this comment a lot in my last school when I left. Um, the missing me yell at you guys. I'll never genuinely understand some of you. I really won't. Like, one particular email, of course, stated that, hey, this person says they miss you yelling at them. Like, what the? Like, what? Like, I will never understand. Like, I'll never understand why you miss that. Why do you miss that so much? That's what you miss? Me yelling at you? Are you kidding me? What? Like, it really just gets me that that's what you miss. That's what you choose to miss out of that. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't miss me yelling at you. Like I genuinely it like fascinates me because I'm like I wouldn't want to be yelled at. Like I don't understand. I sometimes I mean I do kind of understand like the way I yell at. First of all, I've never heard me actually yell. I've never really yelled before, at least not in school. Um, but I will say this. I will say this much. I know the way I yell, it's more or less sincerity. It's more or less I yell in the sense of I fluctuate my voice a specific way, so that way you don't get pure anger and resentment out of my voice. You just get the caring and the more or less the like guys, come on now, like come on, like really, like I get it, I really do. And so, but I'll still don't understand. Like again, someone emailed me saying that so and so says they miss you yelling at them all the time, and I'm like, why, why, especially that particular person, what? Um, but yeah, I also want to take the time to um, reminisce on some of the memories I had. Um, they weren't all. I mean, you guys know my memories with you guys are really good. It's more or less like not me getting an email that I didn't get a job. That's the way life goes, guys. It's a great time here. Anyways, so with that being said, yeah, like I really do um, miss seeing you guys in class. I miss seeing you guys, like being ridiculous. I mean, for all intents and purposes, like for the last month there, really wasn't giving it my all in terms of like I'm trying to teach you guys some things, which sucks because I feel like we could have done some great things together. And but I knew in October that like for whatever reason, like the motivation I had with my last school just wasn't there anymore in terms of wanting to like create stuff with you guys. And I attribute that to the space. Unfortunately, like I could not do it in that little classroom. That classroom infuriated me with a living passion. Like I was just genuinely hating that tiny space for us. Like we needed so much more. Like I said at my last school, while the kids were 10 times worse, at least we had a full size auditorium. And so like I could easily like the ones who are really, really bad, guess what? Go all the way at the back of the auditorium in that corner over there. Just don't say nothing, don't do nothing, nothing will be said to you. And that's exactly how I did it. And so I couldn't do that at O'Banion, unfortunately. I had to keep them in close proximity with each other, which didn't do anything for us. For those kids in particular who were particularly on the not so great side, who talked a little too much, there was no separating you guys from the rest of the group. I had to keep you in the group no matter what, unfortunately. And so, and you know, and you didn't learn. You didn't learn to appreciate. You didn't learn to um, understand. But yeah, like it was one of those things. Like yeah, I couldn't do it in that classroom, and that was one of my biggest pet peeves. And then even your stage guys, I'm telling you, like it was. Even the stage was small, and it infuriated me that I couldn't do much on that stage. And I'm like, and you know, a lot of people kept telling me like, oh, well, you can go to Garland Space and like do stuff there. And then Andrea, the teacher there, she even told me like, she was like, you know, yeah, you just reserve it. Let me know when you want to do stuff, and I'll let you know if I have it available. No, I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to do stuff at my own school, and that's it. End all be all. I should be able to have complete control of my space. And so, um, yeah, that genuinely annoyed me. It genuinely annoyed me that I had to do that, and I guess I really couldn't put it past. I really couldn't put it past myself. And then, of course, we all know I'm not gonna get into it in the video. We all know the situation that happened, or the you know the people that we deal with. And so I will say this much: I will say that me leaving at the end of the day, that was me choosing me. That was me choosing to put my own mental health first.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian.
And while I understand that a lot of you guys felt like you needed me. You don't need me. You very much, all of you have the ability to get through it, and not only that, but it's a lot of you also. Um, a lot of you also have a better support system than you think you do. It's just a matter of you got to get outside your own head and stop trying to stop saying that nobody understands what you're going through, because I guarantee you there are people who understand what you're going through. All right, it may not feel like no one gets it, but trust me, people get it. And so you gotta stop being like no one understands this, that, and that. No, plenty of people understand. It's you not willing to understand other people. That's where it comes down to. And so with that being said, like I just wanted to take this time to make this video for you guys, so that way you know we can chit chat still. Since you'll be able to comment on the video, I highly recommend you do. But also want to take time to address some things, just some recurring questions I remember having. Like first of all, a lot of you asked, "What about this? What is this key? What is it unlocked? What are the truths? What secrets does it hold?" This key is essentially just a necklace I bought at a quote unquote voodoo shop um, in New Orleans. And so the idea is apparently like when the key begins to break, or like, I'm going to take this up. So when this key begins to break, like it is right now, uh, this particular string apparently, like it has two more strings left. Apparently, when it breaks, is when you're supposed to have found your like quote unquote like your true love. And so I bought it just because it looked cool in my mind, and can't hurt to have it. So yeah, and then so that was that. And also the color, yeah, the color. Um, Obviously, a lot of you already knew, like it was no secret. And if you, I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you believed it, but here, dreams shattered. These are my natural eye colors. My when I say, oh, I forgot to put on my brown contacts, I just wear clear contacts. I do genuinely wear clear contacts though. But like the color ones are more expensive, so I only wear those on occasions when I feel in the mood to wear them. When in the words of Erica, let him express himself. And so yeah, and so no, that's pretty much it. A lot of you, I think, also asked a bigger question of, you know, why why couldn't you just stay for us? Because like I said earlier, or stated that I had to put myself first in the situation, and like I just realized that I didn't need to be there anymore. Like I didn't need to be there. I think a lot of like I don't know why last year I was able to be so creative and so innovative in terms of the way I like taught things. And I think it's because this is my thing though. I've also realized this last year because we had such a big space and because we had such a or I had a like different set of kids. So also some of you have been asking like um because I said like, oh, maybe I'll go into streaming or oh, maybe I'll, do this, that, go into content creating. I am currently going through that like whole content creating phase right now. Like for instance, I know some of you have already told, but like I make my own like little body butter, for instance. Let me get a little close up of that. And so like this right here, I mean, for those of you who don't, but body butter is just like another. It's not lotion. It's like just like for instance, just get like a bright shot. It's just like a way to keep your body hydrated. Um, see if I can get it. Yeah, there it goes. The shine. Look at the shine. Like angle myself weirdly. But yeah, so um, making some content, making that stuff. Think I may want to turn into a business. I don't know yet. And then like I mean, as you can kind of see with the mic and then the camera, of course. Um, I may go into streaming. I have so shout out to Adriel for giving for pushing me, but I am playing Fortnite now. It is actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie, I play with my friends, and I've played. It's so funny the amount of kids that'll like play like on the lobby with their mics open, and they're all your guys' age, and then so it's weird to like hear them being very vulgar, saying all sorts of shit, and so I'm like, what the like who is letting you talk like this? But then I think about it, I'm like y'all talk like that. Make it make sense. And so, um, yeah. Anyways, all that being said, doing a lot of different things. In turn, keeping myself busy, really, just kind of keep myself distracted while the teacher check still comes in, and which won't last much longer. But all that being said is, luckily I still do have like quite a bit of savings. I know some of you, I mean, like I said, I've already talked to you about some of this stuff. But yeah, and so, um, that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty much the life update of, Mr. Garcia. I'm doing good. I'm doing better. I'm feeling better. And now I'm just trying to move on to the next chapter of my life. And, if you guys have any questions or anything, if you guys want me to make another video for whatever reason, comment it. Let me comment it, put in the comments. I will read them all, obviously, and let me know what you guys want to see. If I start streaming, I'll put a little post on it on the YouTubes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are doing good. I know I can see some of you are not doing good because I still get the emails about who they're looking for. What the hell? Like, as I'm editing this video, I literally get an email that one of you little have gotten yourselves in BRC. Bro, I literally was just like literally saying, keeping my tabs on. You guys are doing good. Boom. No, wrong, incorrect. What do you have to say for yourself? You ruined it. What did you have to say from yourself? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Like the whole time I was like, well, at least they're not getting in trouble. Chatness. I gotta say, I ain't surprised on some of y'all. And so, but just know I miss you guys every day, and I hope you guys are doing great. All right. I'll take care. Yeah, have a good one.